Okay, we've talked about how to find a missing angle, how to find a missing side. Well, now we're going to put all that together and we're going to find the two missing angles and the one missing side, or sometimes you'll find two missing sides and one missing angle. But you first have to put it all together. And what are you going to do first? Yes, you're going to label the sides. So from the viewpoint of, this will be the tricky part. So let me back up a little bit and let me talk about, so we're talking about right triangles. Well, this is the hypotenuse. We know that. That means this side is a leg and this side is a leg. Well, Pythagorean Theorem would tell you how to find that leg. But before we do that, the work that I'm going to expect to see is, since you have to solve each triangle, that means you have to tell me each missing part. So this is how you show angles. Lowercase, that looks like a capital, but it's supposed to be lowercase m angle. That means the measure of angle A, and the angles are in uppercase form, and then the sides are lowercase form. And then you put what you know. So we know that the side opposite, side C, is the hypotenuse, and that's 8 units. Notice it doesn't tell us any measurement, so I just put units. And then the side opposite angle B will be side B, and that's 7 units. Well, we don't know A. They did give us an angle. Angle C is a right angle. So we do know that. Let's go ahead and find the missing side first. So the missing side just is going to require Pythagorean theorem. But we already know the hypotenuse. So if it's supposed to be a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, well, we're going to want to get rid of the a squared in order to find b. So that's what I set up here. Here's the hypotenuse squared. We're subtracting this other side squared to find what the leg is. So 8 squared subtract 7 squared equals leg squared. So 64 subtract 49, which is 15, and then you take the square root of both sides. So the leg is equal to square root 15 units. And that's what I have up here. There we go. Now we have to find the missing angle. And once we know one of the angles, so I'm actually going to have us do this angle right here. That's, it doesn't matter which one. We could have done the other angle. But once we know this angle, then we can just use the triangle sum theorem, where the three angles, angle A plus angle B plus angle C, add up to 180 degrees. So once you know this angle, 180 subtract 90 subtract this will give us that third. So let's see. Well, I can go ahead and put that this is. We're going to use this angle, and so I'm going to use the measurements that they give us. And now from the viewpoint of this angle, well, this is the hypotenuse and this is opposite. So which trig ratio is opposite and hypotenuse? Sine. So sine of that theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, so 7 over 8. And then remember, we want to get the theta by itself, so the inverse of sine is the inverse sine notation. That cancels the sine notation, leaving us just the theta. And in your calculator, the T130 calculator, you're going to type second sine 7 divide 8, and then enter. And then I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So second sine 7 divide 8, close parentheses, enter. And we have about 61 degrees. It says round to the nearest tenth, so I'll go ahead and put that 0.0. Well now, so that is angle B. So angle B is 61 degrees. And you could really do the same thing with this angle over here, but you would do cosine because this would be adjacent. This would, or you could just say, all right, now we're going to take 180 degrees, subtract the 90, which is 90 degrees, and now we're going to subtract the 31, and that gives us, pretty sure that's 29. Yeah, 29 degrees. But so on quizzes, on an exam, even on your homework, this, I'm going to expect to see this and some of the work that you showed to how to get that information. Not just calculator keystrokes, because I can't see that. I'm going to need to see you put it on paper. All right, that's it for this one.